Well, hello there. Welcome back to Dean Keys. Dean Keys. I know, it took me all night to think about that name. As I promised in my last video, I do the odd gear rundown, if you like. Last time it was on the Yamaha piano. I don't know why I said Yamaha, because all I've got is Yamaha keyboards. Anyway, so this week we're taking a trip down memory lane. Does that mic sound a bit loud? Just turn that down a bit. Hang on. Is that better? Yeah, it's probably better. Yeah, so trip back down memory lane. Now, for you keyboard players, you'll remember years and years ago, well, Yamaha have always done like the PSR range, which are what we call sort of home keyboards, if you like. So home keyboards, it would have its own rhythm box, it would have its auto accompaniment section, ABC, where you can play a chord on the left-hand side, and it would have its own bass line as long as you played the right chord, and backing sounds, pads, that sort of thing. Hence why I bought the Tyrus 5, which is just behind my head, which is the, excuse me, lad's drum kit. We're doing a bit of recording at the moment, so he's got that in here. So yeah, I bought that. So I bought this 9000 Pro back in 2002. And as you probably guessed by now, it takes me ages to decide to buy a keyboard. And then once I've bought that keyboard, I keep it forever and ever and ever. Hopefully I've made the right decision. So I definitely made the right decision with the piano and the Tyrus 5, because they're just tremendous. So back to 2002, when this came out, it was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I have to say, now in 2021, I think some of the sounds on it are still amazing. Hence why I still keep it and I still use it with the band. But at the time, I played live with a singer. So I would have 3 keyboards. I'd have a Yamaha Tyrus 5 synth on the top. I'd have this in the middle providing all the drums, and I would have my piano on the bottom. So I'd obviously switch. So because obviously, as you will know, keyboard players and other musicians, you have not just one sound going through a song. You'd have multiple sounds. So when you're playing live, it just means that I can jump instantly from a sound on here to a sound on the top to a sound on the bottom, and it's just instantaneous. The only pain in the bum was choosing the sounds and selecting the sounds quick enough. So you'd have to go do, change the sound on there. This one you press registration button and it would change the rhythm as well, obviously to whatever you've programmed, and then change the sound on the bottom. So that's how it went for me for many years, until I then thought, this is a lot of work, especially when we had punters sort of, I'd even had people sitting on my lap while I was playing, with their gin and tonic in their hand, you know, and it would risk of spilling. So I then decided to put some of it on backing track. And of course the sound would be fuller as well, because there's no way that I could have made that good a sound with just playing live with just 3 keyboards. Anyway, years later, I've bought the Tyrus 5 and I'm doing the same thing again, because I'm a glutton for punishment, I suppose. But yeah, so today's little history lesson is about the 9000 Pro and why I still use it, especially with the band. I don't use it with the drums anymore, but I'll show you a little bit about that, because obviously with technology is concerned, 6 months in technology and it's like outdated, but Yamaha have just really sort of, I can still get away with it, if you like, and I still like using these home keyboards for live, basically because they're just so easy to set up. So I can have a sound down here very easily, and I can have up to 3 sounds up here, and I can also have 3 sounds playing together at the same time to sort of really fill the sound out. Or, as I say, if I'm playing a song and I just quickly want to change the sound, I can either just press on and off and just select the sound up here and then go back to the original sound before. So if I was like having an organ, I'd have a bit of brass or a bit of string, I can just select them on here. It just means it's very, very quick to change sounds while you're playing live, you know. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run through some of the sounds that I use with the band. Obviously, none of this is just practice. I'm just running through trying to familiarise myself, getting ready for all the sets that we're going to do coming as soon as lockdown ends. And I just thought I'd take you on a little tour with me. So here we go. So reading from the top of the screen, I've already obviously pre-programmed these songs, these sounds in. And yeah, see what you think, see if you can recognise them. So when you got to remember, this is 2002. This was when I bought it, and I think I bought it ex demo then. So it was probably, I don't know when it came out actually, probably 2000, 2001, something like that. So it's the keyboard has really stood the test of time. It really has. So first sound, what have I got up in here? So recognise this. You know what I mean? And then I just press one button and I can go to the next sound. Yeah, rather be by whatever they're called. You just can't remember them. So I've gone from a violin with string, so two sounds working together at the same time. So you can hear that. You can hear the violin. So I take off the. So it just got a violin on its own now. Put the string in. I just think it's still a great sound. So yeah, so I use that for that one. Then now we change the sound, and what have we got next? Oh, so what I've wrote here is up funk dom. It probably doesn't mean a lot to you. Dom is this. Dom, dom, dom. Right, so it's a human voice. It sounds naff up here, but in the octave that I want to use it for, it's brilliant. So I would start this song like this. So imagine I'm playing with a band, drummers over there getting ready. So what we're doing now is on the left hand, I've pressed the hold button so I can have a second sound. Two sounds, one hand, which makes me do this. So there you go, I've got three sounds playing at the same time. Great. So we're moving on from that. What was that? It was 1, 3. And then if it builds up into the next part of the song, it's that uptown funk, I'm giving up. Uptown dum dum dim up. Saturday night when I give a spot. Don't believe me just right. Right, and then I press another button and go into the rock, the brass. So again, I got like a stringy sound at the bottom, and I've got a brass with an organy up at the top. So, and then I can just flip back to the piano. Great sounds, honestly. You know, when you think how old it is, it's just brilliant. Next sound, I just got some strings on there. So I've got a choir down the bottom, strings up here, but two strings, one set of strings are playing an octave lower, and the other strings are playing an octave higher. So you can, so if I turn the one off, so there's the one string, press another one, hear the difference? Lovely. Just adds a nice, you know. So that's it, 106, 107. Okay. This one. So this is another song that we do in the band. So there was 2 versions of this, Gloria Somebody and Soft Cell, Tainted Love. All right, so I started off with this, like a sort of spacey non-entity sound. Drummer would come in, and then the bass player. To the chorus, change the sound. Back to the original sound. Obviously, I wouldn't be playing the bass down there. That would be the bass player's job. My hand would be free to do another sound. So, if I wanted to. So there we go. That's that one. Going on to the next. So these are my registration banks, like I've got on my Tyrus 5 over there, all preset, which I've put in before. So this is the gothic voicey sort of sound. Great quality voice. Great quality voice. What I get, Like a Prayer. Like a Prayer. I've got Like Prayer written in the thing. So it's Madonna, isn't it? So start off with the guitar. Then I would come in. Sound. So with that, I've got 3 voices there. I've got like a human voice, a gothic voice, and a pipe organ at the same time. So you've got 3 voices there, and the polyphonic works really well as well. It doesn't cut out and start unless you start going mad with loads of notes at the same time. Remembering 2002, so it's ancient and it's still doing it. You know what I mean? It's just brilliant. So easy to use. I've been using this keyboard a long time. You can't really see on the camera, but it's well weathered. It's scratched. I can't see half of the buttons anymore. It's brilliant fun. What's this one? I've got it's Good Thing. So Good Thing, Fine Young Cannibals, is it? I can't remember how it goes now. Organs to make up that sound. It's just got that nice sort of slightly metallic, slightly sort of brighter sound, so that really punches through when you actually do that solo. You know, sometimes I'll do it up there, sometimes I do the 2. So I'll play the first part of the solo with a bit of organ, then I'll jump down to the piano and play it on here as well. So that's take the string off. So having the 2 sounds. It's just nice to have those varied, you know what I mean? Right, 2223, 224. What have we got? Master Blaster. So that's the sort of reggae. Is it Stevie Wonder, wasn't it? Stevie Wonder. So it's. I can't think you do it without the. It's really hard to play without the drummer. Then the brass. Nice. Then you got that. Really punchy brass. Two sounds there. Got like a sharp brassy sound and a trombone sitting just underneath it. Superb. Number 5. Oh, number 5. Says Billie Jean. I can't remember half of these songs. It's a good job I've got it out to practice them. Yeah. Just have a drink for a second. So I'm going to do bass player again. Bass player will be playing the bass down here. So it'll give me a chance to play that sort of like an octave string up here. So if you imagine the bass players going. String there, put that on, leave it on hold. It's nice because you got that just sort of cutting through just underneath, you know. 2-5, 2-6, what else we got? Changing Poem of Faith. If you can remember that song. So it starts out with a ooh, starts sort of like that. So it's got a nice bit of a. So I've got 2 voices again. So bass player's there, I got a string on here. It's called Gothic Voice, and it's just such a tremendously full sounding sound. You know, it's just brilliant. Use it for quite a lot of stuff. Valerie. Who did Valerie? Amy Winehouse and the Zootons, wasn't it? Yeah, so I think most musicians do the Amy Winehouse version. I don't know why, because the Zootons version is really good as well. So what's that? That goes something like... start off on the piano. Then we got the horns coming in. Doesn't it? Yeah, 2 voices there again, full horns and live horns. So I'm just reading that off the screen. Brilliant. What else we got? Oh yeah, got asked to do. We did we wanted like a big intro sort of sound type thing. So I used to play. I had to learn it when I was about 11. I was being taught by. I've been taught by many people actually when I was sort of in my early teens. I was taught by a pianist, I was taught by a church organist, Hammond organist, obviously master of none, but I've picked up a few little skills along the way. So at the time, one of the things that I really wanted to learn was Toccata in D minor by a band called Sky. I don't know. Look it up on YouTube. It's brilliant. John Williams, I think, was in it as well. Brilliant classical musicians. Obviously, I couldn't do anything like that, but with the 5 of us, we sort of did a bit of a cut version, if you like. So with this, I've got 3 sounds going at the same time. I've got a pipe organ, harpsichord, and strings. So... so on, so on. You know the rest, don't you? Whatever. Yeah, so we did that, and it worked out quite well at the time. I forgot that was there, actually. What else we got? So next registration... Rosanna. That can only be one Rosanna. My favourite band in the whole wide world is Toto. Amazing. And don't say, aren't they the band that did Africa? Yes, they did the band that did Africa, but they also did a million other songs. Steve Lukather, the lead guitarist, played on so many. They called him One Take Luke because he would just listen to a song once and go, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, done, next. You know what I mean? Really winds you up. Yeah, so obviously we in the band we do a bit of a Toto medley. We do a cut of Rosanna as well. So I'm going a bit off topic here, but we start with that, and then we go into. Comes in. Rosanna, Rosanna. Not quite a year since you ran away. Rosanna. Now she's gone, and I have to say, big brass. Brilliant. So 3 sounds there. I got like a top brass octave, a lower brass octave, and strings as well. Just a nice full. You know what I mean? Great sound. And then after that, we jump into. So we do the Africa end. So back to that one again. So. Drummer does a little bit, and then I go to. Remember the phrasing, but something like that. So that's 3 sounds again: xylophone, jazz vibes, and vibraphone as well. It makes a nice little sound, doesn't it? So, and then left hand is split. I've got my strings on there. Hang on, I'll put my sustain pedal. Isn't it? And I'd still leave the bottom keyboard set on piano so I can jump straight down on the piano again. Bridge. Sorry, 3-3. Oh, trying up again. How are we doing so far? Are you still with us or you're falling asleep? Feeling good. I haven't quite got the right sound on here, but feeling good. I use more of a Rhodes piano. It's just on another page. Birds flying high, and then when it comes into the feeling blue, I've got to run up. real nice cutting through full strings comes through there. Right, so yes. In the other videos, I which one was it? When I was doing the gear rundown on my S90 piano, I touched on One Vision that we do, and I mentioned about jumping onto the other keyboard to bring in the other choir and all the rest of it. So I'll do that for you now. So this is the choir bit and what I do at the beginning of One Vision. So this is where we use 2 keyboards, but we've actually got 3 sounds. Little boy at the window. So what we do, we start off with like this arpeggiator. The Yamaha keyboards have got some great arpeggiators. So this sound I've used this for years, and it just seems to work. So we start off with this. Okay. Change the sound. Must have hit a wrong note. I could just hear it going off. So 3 sounds. So I've got the arpeggiator there, which is great because it gives the timing for the drummer to come in straight away. Bang! I've got the choir, so I've got 3 different sounds. I've got a Gothic choir, a cyber pad, and a string that are all polyphonic. They don't cut out. This is fantastic. Full chord on there, and obviously that the churchy sort of metallic sound I got on the bottom. So 3 sounds working together. Brilliant. Really good, because obviously with that song it's like, rah, you know what I mean? That was my best Freddie impression. Right, we've got there. We've done that one. Grapevine. Oh, Grapevine. So this was obviously going to be, so the drum and bass player start. I sort of come along. Bottom strings on with the hold. Three sounds again. Strings, the brass, and the electric piano. Really, really good. Works really well. And as I say, that's why I like using these keyboards, because it's very, very easy to bring in 3 sounds. And because with a synthesizer, you've got the book open, you're trying to work out how to split the keyboard and assign different sounds to different octaves and whatever. I personally like to do it the old-fashioned way because I'm a bit thick, and use 2 or 3 keyboards, 2 keyboards these days because I'm getting old and I can't be asked to lift 3 keyboards. And it's just an easy way of obtaining more than 1 or 2 sounds, you know. Right, what else we got? We got number 3. So I've got Sweet Soul written on here, so that'll be Sweet Soul music. So straight away, two sounds, an octave power brass and a big brass sound working together. So just cuts through, brilliant. What else we got? Oh my God, I did this song years ago when I depped for another band. See if we can get it from this. Yeah, Living on a Prayer. So pipe organ, Gothic choir and strings all working in harmony there together. What else we got? Oh yeah, yeah. We still do this. We haven't done it very often. Don't do it very often. Counting Stars. Does that ring a bell to you? So maybe I did. And then you have this sort of funny sound at the beginning. Bit of a flute, bit of a gothic choir going on there. So it's quite a nice little thing. Works quite well. Must remind the band too, I think. Do we still do this song, or are we just going to drop it, or we're going to play it? It's a good first set song, that one. What we got? 4-3, 4-3, 4-4, 4-4-4. Skyfall intro. Can't remember. Sorry, can't remember what I used that for. Mr. Blue Sky. So back to that one again. Sort of keeps cropping back in my videos, that one, doesn't it? So the sound I've got on here is for the end of the song. So you know the body of the song. So when it gets up to the towards the end of it, I've got this. You got that sort of choir singing at the end. So on. So there's two voices there. There's a gothic voice and cyberpad again. Just such a great full sound just off that one bit. You know, when you think 2002 I got this, that's like forever old. It's like 19 years, isn't it? Yes, that's that one. 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 6. Mariah Carey. Oh yeah. Yeah, that Christmas song we do. Four, 7. Man-Eater. Oh, right. So now we're going into what I used to use the keyboard for. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I used to use this as a duo. We had the singer, and I would use this for all the rhythms and the bass lines and the sounds and all that sort of stuff. So, shall I do a bit of that? Yeah. So this is one of the old songs that I used to do. What key was it in? So. Got it? Two sounds again. So I've got I'm using the rhythm box now. So as you can hear, the rhythm box is sort of quite dated now. Probably wouldn't get away with it nowadays. But obviously the rhythms are far superior on the new baby. But at the time, going back to, as I say, the 2000s, it was brilliant. It really was. It really sort of worked an absolute treat. But obviously the sound, still a great sound. growl sax and sax strings on there. 4748. What else we got? Nothing on there. Nothing on there. Oh, and this was another one. This is a sort of favourite song that we used to do. But I did love, I must admit, I did love the rhythm on this. And I just has a nice sort of shuffle to it. It was just brilliant. We used to perform, what did we play to this? I played a couple of songs to this rhythm. Maybe Tomorrow by the Stereophonics. That's what we used to do to this. And it's just, fellow musicians, it's just a great song to jam to. You know what I mean? I'll try and keep this short because I tend to get carried away. So what I've got there, I've got part of the rhythm working. I've got on and off switches on the screen so I can bring in the main rhythm manually. All right, so as soon as I play that, because the rhythm's running, the bass line is ready to go as soon as I hit the chord. Let's take a drink a minute. I've never talked so much. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first part of the rhythm in. 2, I was going to go into a load more, but I had a little voice through the door saying, your dinner's ready. Good job, because I'd have probably gone on for 10 minutes for that. There we go. Is there anything else that I need to quickly show you? Oh, I'll just do 2 seconds of this. All right, so this, I'll leave you with this one. All right. So this was just another song that we used to do. Guess what it is? 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I'll leave it with that. Thanks very much. Join us on the next one. I'm going to go eat me dinner. See you later. Bye-bye. I'm Dean Keys. Like and subscribe or whatever. Thanks very much. Any questions? Give us a shout. See you later. Bye.